Welcome to the Daily App Show Android edition. Today we're looking at the app Bully Block. Bully Block is an app available in the Android market which basically allows you to manage your call lists and SMSs and deal with anyone who might be bullying or harassing you. Also useful for telemarketers or really anyone that you just don't want to talk to or something like that. But as you see here, we have the app open. There's a number of things you can do. The first thing we have here up top is the Bully Block list, which basically will be any amount of numbers that you've added to this list. They will be blocked from being able to contact you. And the way you do that is through a number of options here. We have the Bully Block SMS, which you select this and it's going to bring up any recent text messages you have. So we have one right here, and we have a text message, and as you see, here's the message and the number. It shows unknown person. And I have a couple options here. I can block them or I can choose an auto response. So instead of me having to read this text and respond back, I can actually select this and type in a message and it will auto respond to that number from this point. Now we have options between phone calls and SMS. We can set those both up. So we can do the same thing on either one. You can also choose to block them just from phone calls or from text or both. So as you see here, we have a few options there. So once I would block this number, for instance, I'm going to block it, and then I'm going to come back here into my Bully Block list, and as you see now, that number shows up in my list. So that allows me really to manage these different numbers and things that I may be calling, especially if someone's harassing me and I just don't want to talk to them. It's a really easy way to block them instead of having to go through the whole process of contacting your provider and adding them to a block list if your phone doesn't already have a feature for blocking numbers. The other way I can deal with blocking numbers and things like that is through block calls here. And again, it will show my call history, which we have a number here. And it's the same number, but we have a phone call. And I can choose, if I'd like to, the same options. I can choose to block or auto respond. So I can handle that however I'd like to. Now, if you notice here at the bottom, the other things I can do here is I can tell someone about this call or text. And I can also forward this little report here about the number and stuff to someone else. Maybe they know, you have a friend who might know the person's number, or you know something that you need to handle. If you end up filing a restraining order because someone's just getting crazy, you can forward them the info right there. So that allows you really to handle those options there. And then the other cool thing about this is you have Bully Capture, and what this allows you to do is to record the audio on a phone call. And all you simply have to do is, in the phone call, you just open the app, come into this little tab here, and you hit record audio, and it's going to record the entire phone conversation, and it's going to be saved within your SD card on your phone. So again, really useful, especially if someone harassing you or calling you and threatening you, you know, anything like that. If that ever happened, you could record the audio. You then have evidence, and you can use that whether you file a restraining order, or you can use it, you know, to protect yourself if you need to press charges or whatever. And then in order to access all this stuff, you can view the Bully file here, which is going to give you a log detail of all your actions and everything that you've done. So as you can see here, there's just a, you know, it's a really simple app, but it allows you to do a lot of things when it comes to protecting yourself and keeping those annoying calls and irritating texts and potentially threatening messages and things like that from getting through to your phone. You know, you don't have to change your number. You don't have to contact the service provider and try and get them to block the number or anything like that. You can simply just block them, you know, and if and that should be done. You know, usually if someone who's harassing or threatening gets blocked and they can't contact you anymore, they usually give up. And so there is a definite advantage in using the app. But as you can see, it's very useful, very easy to use, you know, and there's a lot of great features in here, especially with the ability to capture audio. But again, it's called Bully Block. It's a new app. It's available in the Android market. Pick it up today.